When the cops walked into school and arrested my guidance counselor, I was the only student crying. Everyone thought I was sad. I wasn't. I was realizing what almost happened to me. They put him in handcuffs right there in the hallway, between third and fourth period. Kids were filming on their phones. Teachers were frozen. And I was standing by my locker shaking so hard I couldn't breathe. Because 3 years ago, that man was the only reason I didn't kill myself. Freshman year, I was in the darkest place of my life. Parents splitting up, no friends, invisible to everyone. Mr. Combs found me having a breakdown in an empty classroom, and instead of reporting it, he made me his project. Lunch in his office every day, his personal cell for emergencies. Late afternoon check-ins when the building was empty. He told me I was different from other students, special, that our connection was rare. I believed every word, and I never told anyone about our private conversations because he said other people wouldn't understand. The next few days, I couldn't stop replaying memories, things I'd never questioned before. The way he always closed his office door, the way he'd put his hand on my shoulder when I cried, the way he texted me at night to check in, the time he said I had an old soul, and that most adults didn't appreciate me the way he did. I thought those were compliments. I thought that was kindness. Now, every memory felt like evidence. Thursday, they searched his office, found a drawer full of files on students going back 8 years. Photos, notes, journal entries about progress with different kids. My name was in there. I know because a detective called my mom and asked if I'd be willing to talk. "We don't believe your son was a direct victim," he said. But Mr. Combs documented his interactions with him extensively. "We'd like to understand the relationship." My mom hung up and looked at me like she was seeing me for the first time. "What relationship? You never told me you had a relationship with him." I didn't have an answer because I never thought it was a relationship. I just thought it was someone who cared. The detective came to our house Friday morning. He had a folder with my name on it. The detective opened the folder. Inside were photocopies of notes, schedules, and something that made my heart stop. Photos of me, walking to class, sitting alone at lunch, standing by my locker. I didn't know any of these were taken. "Mr. Combs documented everything," the detective said. "Every student he targeted, he built a file. Yours is extensive." My mom's hand flew to her mouth. "Why didn't anything happen to him?" I asked. "Why wasn't I?" I couldn't finish. The detective pulled out one more piece of paper. "Because of this." It was an email printout from Mr. Combs to the principal, dated January of my freshman year. "I'm concerned about a parent who has been asking questions about my mentorship program, specifically about her son's after-school visits. I recommend reducing contact to avoid unnecessary scrutiny." I looked at my mom. She was crying. "I called the school," she said. "I called them 3 times asking why you were staying late so often. They kept telling me it was normal, that Mr. Combs was just helping you adjust." The detective nodded. "Your mother's calls made him nervous. He noted that she was too involved and that you were becoming a liability. So he dropped you and moved on." My mom was sobbing now. "I should have done more. I should have." "Mom," I grabbed her hand. "You did do more. You're the reason nothing happened to me." Mr. Combs got 23 years, no parole. The courtroom was packed with families when they read the verdict. I wasn't there. I watched it on the news with my mom. She held my hand the whole time. The reporter said he'd been doing this for 12 years, 3 different schools, at least 17 confirmed victims, 17 kids who didn't have someone calling the school asking questions, 17 kids who stayed isolated long enough for him to finish what he started. I think about that a lot, how close I came, how one phone call from an overprotective mom changed everything. I used to tell people Mr. Combs saved my life. I don't say that anymore. Now I tell them the truth. My mom saved my life. She just didn't know she was doing it.